Hi everyone, and welcome back to 5 Minute Family Search. So here we are on Find a Record. I am just going to scroll down to these boxes again. We have talked about sources, person, relationships, problems, cleanup, and now we're going to talk about ordinances. And this is a fun one. This is one that's fun to get in and you can see the temple work that needs to be done. And even though it comes up, you do need to still do a little bit of research and make sure that that temple work is correct. So again, I'm going to come down here to the drop box. And this is how you can look at the different ordinances. So we can look for ones that just need baptism, that just need confirmations, that just need their initiatory work done, their endowment work done, sealing to spouse, or sealing to parents. So I am just going to go ahead and click all of them so it can go through my tree and find all of the temple opportunities that are there for me to do. So when I do this, here are the different ancestors that it's bringing up. Maria Magdalena Wells, my second great grandmother, my third great grandfather. And what's nice about this is it goes through your tree and finds people like this, like my great grandparents, or it can go even deeper and find the distant cousins that need their work done. So it's nice because it gets really into your tree and finds the information that is lacking, or the people rather, who have not had their temple work done. So let's go into here. Here is my third great grandmother. We're going to go into the details. And when I come to this, it says Margaretha Barbara Shuttler has ordinances that are ready to be done. So I can just click on Reserve Ordinances. It's going to take me to her page so I can look to see the ordinances that have been done and that have not been done. And again, I apologize for the series. The computer is just so slow today. It may not be my computer. It actually could be the server for Family Search. So let's blame that. Let's say it's the server. But here, if I come through, my daughter is actually working on these, and her sealing to spouse is there, but it hasn't been requested yet. So we're going to come up here and we're going to say request. And I'm going to click this all button so I can make sure that I get everything that needs to be done. And I'm going to click request. When I do that, I make sure I've read this, and we have gone through this in the Family Search series. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say add to temple ordinance list. And so there you go. If you scroll down, it says on November 9, 2017, it was reserved by Jackie Maxfield. And so now that information is in there and she can have her temple work done. So when I come back out here to find a record, I just click the back button. I can come in here and I can click fixed, and now that is done. So let's go up to this one, Maria Magdalena Wells, my second great grandmother. I'm going to come over here to details. I'm going to come in here and she needs to be sealed to her parents. So I'm going to click reserve ordinances. Again, we're blaming the server instead of my computer. We're waiting for that to come up so we can see which ordinances have and which ordinances have not been done. And these relatives, I know that the information in there is correct. If I didn't know these people, if they were farther back in my tree, then I would want to make sure that the spouse is correct, that the dates are correct, anything like that, because I want to make sure that I'm not sealing people and doing anything incorrectly. So here you'll see that her baptism, confirmation, initiatory have been completed. I have shared her endowment with the temple, but it has not been done yet. She has been sealed to her spouse. So I am going to come back up here to the top because I want to seal her to her parents. I click request. Now here is a possible duplicate. So we're going to stop right here and we're not going to go any further. And I showed you how to resolve this in the series for Family Search, but I will need to come into Johann Michaelis. Since this is falling underneath his name, he has a duplicate. So I need to go in and make sure that I take those duplicates and merge those records. And the reason being, the most important reason, is because this ordinance could have already been done, but it's in a different record. And so I want to make sure that I go in there and I merge those records before I do anything else, because if not, then we're going to be doing the temple work again. And I have been a temple worker in the DC temple and also in the Dallas temple, and they told us in training that when a patron comes through and they push a name through the temple from beginning to end, when you take in everybody's times, so the patron's time, the temple worker's time for the baptism, the confirmation, the initiatory, everything that needs to be done, that averages around 93, 94 hours, they said, when you take everybody's time and add it up. So when we do these people multiple times, it's really wasting people's time and energy. So we definitely want to make sure that we resolve all possible duplicates and that we merge all those records to make sure that we're not performing these ordinances multiple times. So I am just going to leave that alone. To me, I know that I need to come back and I need to work on that. But I can go through now and do the same for each of these, and I can send their temple work to the temple. I can do it myself, or I can just go ahead and give it over to the temple, and the temple will help me get that work done. But this is how you get into your family tree and find ordinances rather quickly that need to be performed.